With the command line under our belts, we now shift to a core technician task, installing applications correctly. This is your rapid review of Objective 1.10. Before you ever click Install, you must act like a detective, checking the application's system requirements. First up is the architecture, 32-bit versus 64-bit. Think of it like a highway. A 32-bit OS is a country road that can only handle about 4 gigabytes of RAM. A 64-bit OS is a superhighway that can manage massive amounts of memory. A 64-bit system can run both 64-bit and 32-bit apps, but a 32-bit system cannot run 64-bit software. A quick mnemonic: in Windows, older 32-bit apps go into the folder with the extra characters, program files x86. Next, graphics. For basic tasks, the integrated graphics built into the CPU is fine, but for demanding software like 3D modeling or video editing, you'll need a powerful, separate, dedicated graphics card with its own VRAM or video RAM. Always check the RAM requirement. And remember, the number listed is just for the app itself. It doesn't include the RAM your operating system is already using. The same goes for the CPU. The required speed, measured in gigahertz, must be met or the application will lag or fail. For some very expensive, specialized software, a simple license key isn't enough. The developer might require a physical hardware token, usually a USB device, to be plugged in for the application to run. This is a powerful form of license control. Finally, ensure you have enough storage, as some applications can be massive. Now, how do we get the software? The most common distribution method is a downloadable package directly from the developer's website. Always download from the source to ensure it's legitimate. For offline systems or complex installations like an entire OS, you might use physical media, like a USB drive or a mountable ISO file. An ISO is a perfect digital copy of a disk. Letting it mount lets the OS read it like a real drive. For large businesses, image deployment is key. This involves creating a perfect clone of a fully configured system, OS, apps, and all, and deploying that image to dozens or hundreds of machines. This is incredibly efficient, especially for virtual machines. But installing an application in a business has a ripple effect. These are the impact considerations. First, an application inherits the exact same permissions as the user who installs it. This gives it access to local files, network drives, and services. A poorly coded or malicious app could cause chaos. Second, a new application can disrupt business operations. A new user interface could slow down workflow for thousands of employees. Because of this, new software is almost always tested in a sandbox environment first to identify and fix problems before they can impact the entire company. To recap, a 64-bit OS can run 32-bit apps, but not the other way around. 32-bit apps are limited to about 4 gigabytes of RAM. Demanding apps need a dedicated graphics card, more RAM, and a faster CPU. Some niche software requires a physical hardware token for licensing. Distribution can be a download, a physical USB drive, a mountable ISO file, or a full system image deployment. Critically, an application inherits all the user's permissions, and new software must be tested in a sandbox environment to avoid disrupting business operations.